When you're standing in between the life that you have been living and the life that you're wanting to live, that gap, this in between, can feel impossible to close. I have been there and I know how it feels to be so stuck, like one foot in the old life, one foot in the new life, and wondering if you will just ever close that gap. For me personally, there came a point when I decided I wasn't just going to cross that gap. However, I was going to close that gap completely and finally start living as the woman that I was supposed to be. The strategies I'm about to share with you today are exactly how I did it, and they're also the same ones I share with my clients so they can accelerate their transformation. If you're an ambitious and high achieving woman just fully ready to get to that next level, these 5 tips will get you there. Hi, I'm Catherine Louise. I'm an executive coach, communication consultant for C-Level and one of Europe's largest corporations, and mama to my 3 babies. And if you are ready to finally become her and become that best version of yourself, you're just right here. If you would like to step into my world, please make sure to check out my No Open Masterclass, my 6-month transformation journal, Finally Becoming Her, and obviously my one-on-one coaching program. It's all linked down below in the show notes. Also, checking my analytics, I figured that 85% of my viewers and my listeners are not subscribed just yet. So if this is you and you're liking this, please make sure to subscribe. It's for free. It literally takes a minute and it will make me so happy. So thank you so much. Closing that gap is truly about alignment, clarity, and continuous identity shifts that make that new life inevitable. And the good news here is it's not about burning yourself out. It is, however, about the right moves, the right mindset, and then the shift is going to happen sooner than you would just even expect. Tip number 1, get crystal clear about who she is. Who is that future self of yours? Like, how does she think? How does she decide? And how does she spend her time? Even more so important, like, what is she no longer tolerating? When we have this burning desire in ourselves that really is literally screaming to be that version of ourselves, to up-level in this kind of way that you're striving for. However, are you really crystal clear about who she is? Most of the times it's just a feeling, an emotion, like a vague kind of lifestyle, career situation that we're looking for. However, this is not how you can get there. How you actually do get there is, as I said before, really being crystal clear about who she is. How does she think? How does she make decisions? And like, what does she tolerate? As I said, those are actually the most crucial ones. Like, what are her standards? That's a big one. How does her circle look like? All of these factors are actually key factors and crucial in really being aware of that identity you're trying to become. So number 2, which is audit your current reality with no judgment. It is, in fact, so crucial to not judge on yourself. If you're being hard on yourself, if you're literally punishing yourself for not being that version yet, or maybe you're trying to maybe even subconsciously punish yourself because you haven't been growing or succeeding in the way that you've hoped for, this will actually stop the whole process. You don't want to do that. Remember, you really want to treat yourself super well. Like, how do you expect other people to treat you well when you don't even do it yourself? So number 1 is you actually really want to ask yourself, where are you already aligned? Like, are there parts of your life, career, business, friendship, relationships, all the things where you are actually already aligned? And it is important to be aware because A, it's really going to motivate you, and B, if you know what is already aligned, you really want to step into this energy, because coming from this energy is going to be so much more easy to also elevate the parts of your life where you really want to see progress in. Number 2, and this is just as important, and again, no judgment here, But in which area of your life are you still operating from your old identity? Remember, you can only change things if you are being aware of it. It's like when you put your destination in your GPS in your car, you're starting somewhere. And in order for your GPS to actually calculate the steps, the map, you know what I mean? You have to know where you're starting. Same goes for you. You really have to know where you're at in order to then line up the steps, maybe strategy to get where you want to be at. Another huge one, and I'm going to be preaching this until the sun comes up. It's which habits and environments are holding you back. Lord, nobody wants to hear this. I know, but habits do actually create your identity. And guess what? If you're going to continue to eat that ice cream every night, losing those 5 extra pounds is going to really be difficult. It's not going to work. Believe me, I tried. Your habits do create your identity. And if you want to work on something, if you have been reflecting and be like, okay, I really want to grow here, habits is the way to go. Number 1. Number 2, your environment, aka people surrounding yourself. Listen, you are the sum of the 5 people around you. And I have felt that myself. Like the people who surround you, they can either break you and make you, and it's no less than that. It is the biggest difference if you're being surrounded by people who actually try to make you feel less than, or if you're being surrounded by people who actually challenge you, who inspires you, people who are so smart and intelligent and amazing and actually do believe in you and know and appreciate your expertise. Like, what a difference. And just think about what that is going to make with you, how you are being able to thrive and grow in such a literal growth environment. And listen, the whole point of this is you cannot, and that's just a given fact, you cannot close this gap if you do not know where you're starting. Number 3 is create a signature daily ritual that is going to anchor in the new you. And I'm still amazed, and I'm so obsessed with this one. And I'm amazed actually by the fact how people do really underestimate how this can be such a huge shortcut to your new identity, or really no matter what area you're trying to grow in. Morning mindset work, journaling, visualizing, going for a walk in the morning, just 10 minutes to yourself. Hi, parents. Whatever here works for you, you do you. Just go ahead and do it, because how you start your day, and I've been talking about this in probably every second or third episode, I don't know. This is how you literally program your day. Like how you start your day, you set the tone, you set the vibe, you set the mood for your whole entire day. And remember, this is your life. It's a gift. You don't want to waste any day. The whole point of this morning ritual is really repetition. Like you really want to wire your brain to believe that this is already, in fact, your life. And you have to understand, and this is a neuroscience fact. This is not something I just read. It's a given fact that your brain, and now this is fascinating, your brain cannot tell the difference between you visualizing maybe a certain situation or a part of your day, or actually experiencing it. This is a huge thing. Pro basketballers, pro sports athletes, whatever, actually a huge part of their training is visualizing. Like they were testing all the body functions, and when they were visualizing, they were running that race or playing that game. Guess what? All the body metrics were actually the same as if they were in fact running that race or playing that game. Okay, hands down, I'm not really a pro when it comes to sports, even though I like to watch it, but you get what I'm saying. So if they do it, and again, it's like paid, very wealthy, successful pro sports players, athletes, whatnot, if they do that as a part of their work, why would it not work for you? Do not underestimate the power of visualization. The whole thing about this one and why this in fact works, that small and consistent actions will in fact reprogram your identity or accelerate your growth way faster than any big one-time occasional pushes. So forget about that. Number 4, and your girl is truly loving this one. Align your environment with your next level. This one is so powerful and you're going to experience it yourself, because what we're going to do next is upgrade one thing in your space that feels old life. What I'm actually talking about is physical stuff, so it's even more easy to remove and replace. Like maybe it's something about your home decor, or maybe it is pictures on the wall, maybe it is furniture. Whatever it is, whatever you're almost neglecting and like maneuvering around in your day-to-day life, get the F out of this and then replace it with something that really feels elevating, that is literally challenging your nervous system, because it's such an upgrade. What is also going to support you big time, is you want to surround yourself with cues from your new life. So maybe that's going to be like pictures, like literally a Pinterest board. Maybe even it's something to wear. We all have those kind of dresses hanging in our closet waiting for that event, right? No, don't do that. Like, wear it today, because this is all about identity shift. How do you want to be that respected woman when you're not dressing like this? Do not underestimate how much the clothes you're wearing, how you present yourself, is not just how people are going to react to you, but also how you feel about yourself. Like, girl, are you trying to tell me you feel like the goddess that you are in a pair of sweats? Probably not. And while I also respect and love my sweats, you get what I'm saying. Like, if you want to be a respected expert in your field, you better show up like this. And that dress hanging in your closet, waiting for that day is today. Just for the books. And this is actually why this is going to work. No fluff. You're going to see the results immediately, because your environment, especially your home, pull you forward, like literally pull you forward or drag you back. But there is no in between. So if you really want to close that gap, that's the way to go. Number 5, decide on one bold move this month. I challenge you to do this, because I know you know what this bold move should be, and I know you haven't been doing it just yet because it scares you, because it's outside of your comfort zone. Probably it is something you have never done before and you just don't know what's going to happen with it. But this is what growth, this is what identity shift is all about. It's about doing the things we haven't been doing before, because clearly everything that we do all the time is going to keep us stuck in the old life. I need to do something that's going to stretch you, that's going to force you to act as the new you, as that identity you really want to be. That might be pitching an opportunity, that might be saying no to something that drains you. Big one, boundaries. And this is why this is in fact going to work for you. Bold actions are literally collapsing timelines. No less than that. It proves your brain that you are already in that new life, and that kind of proof is exactly what your brain needs. Listen, closing that gap between your old life and your new life is not about speed. That's what we mostly think it is, but it's actually not. It is, in fact, about decisiveness. And this is why those 5 steps are going to work for you. If you act from your future identity, meaning your thoughts, your habits, your environment, and the bold actions, that gap, it closes naturally. It's just going to be gone. And by the way, if you want to be an insider, if you want to get all the good stuff that I share nowhere else, make sure to sign up for my Sunday mail. The link is down below in the show notes. Let me know if you have any more questions about that. Drop them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for listening and for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.